So over here we'll continue the game with bishop to f4. That's the main variation. And this is the slab defense, semi-slab defense, beginning with e6. We play the bishop to f4. The main attack towards this bishop, like you can see over here. We'll choose to trade the bishops, and further queen takes it. After queen takes, we'll choose e3, the development of bishop. Further, we'll play bishop e2, maintaining space for castling. And this is black to play. Black decides for the move and he chooses to play a6. We further choose to take the central pawn, and this is black to play. Black can choose to take from e pawn, activating this bishop from this web, and he chooses to take from the c pawn. We further decide to castle, maintaining the king safety. Knight comes out to c6 and we choose rook c1. Now in the rook c1, this is black to play, and black is having 4 minutes 9 seconds on the clock. We choose to play b5, we play a3, and he choose to play bishop b7, we play b4. This is black to play once again. He can choose to play either of the rooks to c8, and let's see what he chooses. So he choose to take the knight back. Further, we take the knight to e5, for we are controlling this square. And earlier this knight was over here, which was not allowing me to play the knight over here. So we take the advantage of this. Here comes black response, knight to c8. So over here we will decide to play f4. And f4 means we are once again adding support towards the center. We choose to play the rook to f3. Further we may play it over g3 or x3. And the knight over here attacking this pawn and this pawn both at the same time. This knight can be aggressive, so we can take this knight. Further, this is black to play, and let's see what black chooses over here. Black chooses to take from the activating this bishop over here, along with creating these 3 pawns at the same rook. Over here the rook is under attack, so we choose to play rook to g3. And the main response comes that we are attacking this pawn, so we may try to counter attack towards this pawn, leading to a checkmate. This is once again black to play, and black is thinking over here. Let's see how black responds. Okay, so this is black to play. This bishop, he choose to play knight to e4, and we will further eliminate this knight. And now this is black choose to take this. We take the queen out for the checkmate that you all can see. Guys, if you want, you can challenge me. Send me the challenges in the chess.com ID that have been highlighted. Okay, so queen to g4 is attacking the pawn over here. He choose to play g6 as the response. It is our turn, and we choose to play queen x4 to create attack to our turn. What we may try is, we may try to bring our knight over here, and then it is giving check, winning our bishop, being aggressive towards attacking this pawn. Well, he choose to play king g7. We begin with knight g4, the main intention to give check from any of the 2 ways that we'll plan. Over here, I guess the best response comes queen to f6, giving check. And if king will go there, then knight over here will be a checkmate. So black have to be careful over here. Black is having 3 minutes on the clock and is thinking for a while. Let's see how black responds in this position. In this position, already the checkmate is coming. So maybe he can try something like f5. Now f5, why f5? f5 will be attacking my knight. Along with that, okay, he choose x5. So it is only our way. We play queen f6 giving check. And now king have 2 options. King goes to x7. Otherwise, if you guess about king g8, then knight over here, and that would be quite aggressive. He choose to play king x7. Now this is our turn, and over here, if we allow him to take this, then this will not benefit us. So it is a better response. Knight coming to e5. Knight towards the center king, so we choose knight e5. Let's see, maybe if black made some mistake, or we may have some opportunities to attack him. This is black's turn. Black having 2 minutes 20 seconds on the clock, and let's see how he responds over here. 2 minutes 19 seconds on the clock. And let's see how he responds over here. In this position, what we may try is we may place our rook over here just to create a pin. Maybe we can try to try to attack towards the king by making advantage through pins, and pins are also very dangerous. The bishop over here, the bishop at e4 is very strong because it is defending this pawn, attacking this pawn. Ultimately, he is controlling in all the ways. Okay, so we choose to play e4 on the board. And this is black to play. Black begins with the Sicilian defense. Sicilian defense is the most popular opening. Many of you play that. We begin with knight f3. Knight comes to c6. We play d4. The counter attack towards the center, and we further take the knight at d4. Pawn at d4. This is the move g6. The main response to play the bishop out, counter attack towards my bishop. That's the main plan, and many of you know that. We play the bishop to e3. Here comes bishop g7. We begin with c3, means we are just adding the support towards the knight. Now over here, knight comes to f6. We play f3, adding the support towards the pawn that you all can see. Over here, this is black to play, and let's see how black responds. Black is already having the free space to castle, maintaining the king safety. Okay, he chooses to play a6. We'll begin with the move bishop out to c4, for we are attacking this square that you all can see. Let's see what black responds with. This is black to play, and black is thinking for a while, having 4 minutes 32 seconds on the clock. And over here, so black's turn, black may decide to castle, supporting this pawn. At the same time, he chooses to play b5, quite aggressive, attacking towards my pawn. Bishop. We'll take the bishop back, and that's the only better option. What he may try is, he may try a5, further a4, attacking towards my bishop. He chooses to take out the knight over here, attacking my bishop, that you all can see. We choose to develop another knight. If knight takes, we may take from this. Okay, so now we can even take from this pawn. Well, so we take from the knight, and further he castles. We'll take out the castling move. Castling helps in improvement of king, so we may consider castling. Here comes the bishop b7. Already we are having these 3 pawns, so it is difficult for black to attack like this. We choose to play the knight to c5, attacking the bishop. So black has to do something about the bishop. Now this bishop can either go back or can come over here. Only 2 variations possible. Over here, what we can... Okay, he choose to play bishop to c6. We'll choose to trade this bishop, and this is... So he also takes back, and now over here we decide to trade off the queens. Once again, black to play. 3 minutes 54 seconds on the clock, and black takes the queen. Further, we play the knight to p6. Here we begin with the game, playing e4 on the response, and this is black to play. And this is black to play. Let's see how black responds. Black is having 4 minutes 50 seconds on the clock. And here we begin with knight to f3. We are attacking the center pawn. Knight comes out. We choose to play bishop to c4. This is the Italian game, as many of you know. Here we are attacking this pawn at f7. That is the choose to play d3, activating the bishop at the same time. And this is black to play. Let's see how black responds. Black chooses to take out the bishop at c5, means he is also counter attacking towards my weakest pawn, that is the f2 pawn. He may choose to take the knight out, or okay, he chooses to play d6, the main response to activate the bishop out. What we are going to do is, we can even choose to play the triangular counter attack by playing knight over here. We choose to play knight g5 for the traditional counter attack, as many of you are aware of. And this is the Kyoko piano game. Let's see what black response over here. The main response can be playing knight to x7, x6, which will defend the f7 pawn. So this is, he may choose any other variation that is playing bishop over here, but ultimately black will lose one pawn, so that's not a better idea. He chooses to play d5, we further take the pawn, attacking the knight. The knight can come to a5, attacking my bishop, and that's what black played. We choose to play bishop b5, giving check. So black can either play c6, but ultimately that would become dangerous. Okay, he chooses c6, we take the pawn, and this is black's turn. Black plays b takes c6, attacking the bishop. We take the bishop back for attacking this pawn. Also, this is a pin, so it will be easy for us to counter attack this pawn. Now this is black to play. Black may either develop the knight out and for the castle, maintaining his king's safety. He chooses to play bishop b7. We play c3, secretly playing b4 and attacking. We will play b4 and attack these two minor pieces, so black has to do something about it. He chooses to play queen f6, secretly threatening the mate, and we play knight e4, protecting it, attacking bishop and the queen at the same time. The best move comes to be queen e7, defending this, and ultimately we play b4, attacking these two. So we can consider this can be an easy win. He chooses to play bishop takes on f2, we take back from the knight, and now he may try to defend this knight from either of the ways. He cannot play the pawn forward due to the pin. So first of all, he may try developing the knight and for the castling. Then he may make some way for the knight. That can be the plan. Because pushing this pawn also enable the bishop diagonal. He chooses to play bishop a6. The main intention could be to attack like this diagonal. What we are going to do is we take the queen out, secretly attacking this and offering a queen trade. Already we are in a winning position, so offering a queen trade makes sense. This is so black accepts the queen trade. We'll take this back, and now we may try to remove these pieces by developing them and further castling, because we also have to maintain our king safety. This is, we play bishop g5, we are attacking this, and we further eliminate the knight because we are already in a winning position. And now he takes it. Further we play the knight e4, the main intention to attack the pawn that has been highlighted. We choose to play knight d6, giving check, secretly attacking the rook. And let's see what black plays over here. Black is having 2 minutes 48 seconds on the clock. Let's see how black responds in this position. 2 minutes 42 seconds on the clock, and black is thinking over here. Black has no choice except to play the king on any of the squares highlighted. And so black resigns the game. Guys, if you want, you can send me the challenges. All the challenges are allowed. So here comes, we are going to play as black, and we further choose to play c6. That is the Kakan defense. Knight comes out to f3, we play d5, secretly attacking the center that you all can see. He takes, we take back further, and this is the exchange variation. If he begins with c4, that's the pan of attack, as many of you are aware of. Let's see what black plays. Black plays bishop to e3, we choose to play knight c6, and this is white to play. Let's see how white responds in this position. So white is thinking for a while. White chooses to play c3, we take out the bishop, g4 for pinning this. Our main plan can be to play queen b6. Okay, so first of all we eliminate the knight, attacking the queen, so queen takes on the bishop. We play queen b6, attacking the pawn, being highlighted. This is white to play. Let's see how white responds. White can choose to play b4 or b3, any of the variations that are possible. And at the same time, what we can observe is, and at the same time he is having 4 minutes 19 seconds on the clock. So let's see how he responds over here. The pawn is being under attack, and he chooses to play the bishop back for defending this. We'll choose to play e6, the main intention to take out our bishop, and we choose to play bishop d6 for attacking like this diagonal. Okay, now this is white to play. White plays bishop d3, he may further castle. So we also castle, maintain the king safety. King safety is important, and we make a plan for that. Now over here we choose to play the rook to d8. Let's see what white responds over here. We may also try to push any of these pawns, especially this pawn x6, which may try to remove some of the minor pieces coming. Well, let's see what is white's turn over here. White is having 3 minutes 40 seconds. He chooses to play b3 so that he can develop the bishop like this. What we can do is we can play queen to a5. We are attacking this, but it is not going to be more successful because bishop can come over here defending this. Let's see what white responds over here. White's turn, and white is thinking for the reply, and white chooses bishop b2 attacking this pawn. Further, what we are going to do is we can take the queen back to c7, secretly threatening this attack, which is not going to be very benefiting, but still we can try queen c7. Let's see what white responds. The most aggressive, okay, so white chooses c4, the main intention to play c5 attacking the bishop. What we can do is he also try to counter attacking towards the center. At the same time, if we can play b6 for removing this kind of threat. Well, over here we choose to play b6. We are not allowing this kind of threat to come. Let's see what he responds. Although he can play this, because if I will take, he will take back, and the bishop will be having an open diagonal. Well, we take back from the knight. Knight at the center is quite aggressive. That's why. Let's see what he chooses to play. And over here, knight comes over here. Knight at the e4 attacking the bishop, and this bishop is already active, so we have to make some plan to defend it. Well, we take the bishop to e7, and we may further play f5 attacking the knight. That is going to be quite aggressive in this position. Let's see what he plays. Rook comes to c7. This is also quite aggressive because it is attacking like this. So maybe he can play the bishop over here and can counter attack towards the knight. So over here it is our turn, and we have to be aggressive over here. We choose to play the queen to b7. We are removing all kinds of threats, and this is white to play. White having 3 minutes 6 seconds on the clock. Queen comes to x5. The main intention is he can play the knight over here, the bishop over here, and this is the checkmate. So we choose to play x6, and the move x6 states, well, he can play knight over here. No, x6 states that it is all the checkmate plans over here are now removed. So x6 makes sense. Let's see what he plays over here. In this position, playing queen g4 kinds to be inaccuracy because we can play f4 and can attack like this. And our main motive is to play f4 only to attack the knight and to disable this bishop having an open diagonal. Let's see what white responds. White is having 2 minutes 35 seconds on the clock, and white chooses to play queen g4. That was already our plan. We choose to play f5, like we are attacking the knight and the queen put at the same time. So in the next move, the knights are. Let's see what he chooses to play. This is white to play 2 minutes 20 seconds on the clock for white, and white is thinking. Let's see how white responds. So white takes the queen to f3. We are attacking this knight. The queen is under attack. Queen takes on e4, and this is the threat that you all can see. This pawn is also under attack. Oh, so over here in this position we choose to play the rook to f6. For if the threat comes, we may play the king to f8. The main motive is that we are defending this pawn at least. Queen comes to x7, king check. We play king f8. Let's see what he responds with. White to play, and let's see how white responds in this position. White is thinking for the response, having 1 minute 50 seconds on the clock, and let's see how he responds in this position. So comes the bishop to g6, and we take the knight. So he is secretly threatening the mate. So it is our turn, and we choose to play the bishop to d6, for we are making some way for the king to escape. Let's see what he responds with. He can begin with queen x8 check. We are forced to bring the king to e7, and he can take this. So over here we are forced to take the rook to f7, and that's the mate. Okay. So guys, if you want, you can send me the challenges. All the challenges are allowed, and if you are enjoying the live stream, then you may like the live stream. Okay. So here comes the new game where we are playing as white pieces, and we begin with the game playing e4. means we are going to play aggressive. Here comes Sicilian defense. We play knight f3. Knight comes to f3, and this is the a6. Okay, we choose d4, and he takes. We take back. Let's see what black responds. Black plays e5, and we take the knight back to f3. We are attacking this pawn, that you all can see. Knight comes to f6, and we play knight c3, defending the pawn at the same time. Here comes the move d6. We play bishop to d3, and further we may take the bishop out, and that's what we are going to do. Bishop g5. We are attacking the knight at the same time. Black decides to castle, maintaining the king's safety. We take the knight. Further, black's turn. Black takes back. We for the castle, maintaining the king's safety, and this is knight comes out. We play knight to d5, attacking this bishop. Let's see what he responds with. Bishop comes to g4. We play x3 for we are attacking the bishop, kicking off the bishop. Black has choice. Black plays bishop x5, and over here we choose to play c4 for we are just adding a defender to the knight. Knight comes to d4, and we take the bishop e2 for just adding the defender to the knight. Like we are just making it feel that he is not alone. Let's see what he plays. Black to play. Black decides to take the bishop. We'll play queen takes c2. And now it is his turn. Let's see how he responds in this position. So he's thinking for a while. He is having 4 minutes 10 seconds on the clock. And further we play b3. Now we must be aware of this threat. Although the pawn is not being pushed, but we have to be aware of this threat. So it is important to remove the knight, the rook. And the bishop comes over here. Oh, he can try to play f4, f5, and can further attack this. Well, so over here we choose to play rook to d1, and just we are adding the open file. We are just counter attacking towards the open file. He can play f5, and that's the plan. Let's see what he chooses. Okay, he chooses bishop g6. We'll remove the knight. Knight comes to x2, and then comes f5. We'll remove this pawn, and this is his turn. Let's see how he responds. So he takes back from the bishop, and further we choose to play knight f3. Let's see how he responds in this position. And this is black to play. Let's see how black responds in this position. So black's turn, and black is having 3 minutes 30 seconds on the clock. Over here we may take the advantage by attacking towards the e5 pawn by removing the knight, and further attacking the e5 pawn, which is going to attack the queen. So that is going to be quite aggressive in this position. Let's see what black responds over here. Black is having 3 minutes 17 seconds on the clock, and further decides to play b5. b5 is the move suggesting to attack towards the c4 pawn, and we further eliminate the pawn at b5. For we are removing all the kinds of threat towards the center. This is black's turn, and black decides to take it. We further play the knight. So we decide to take this, and let's see what he responds over here. And black removes from the queen. We play rook to e1. We may try to play knight d4 and further attack the bishop, because he cannot take. Otherwise he will lose the queen. Queen comes to f6. We take the pawn over here, and we may try to play queen b6, counter attacking towards the pawn at d5. He chooses bishop takes f3, and over here it is our turn, and we choose to take this. This is black's turn. Black may eliminate the knight further attacking this pawn, so we have to do something about this. We choose to play the queen to e2, for we are just protecting the pawn over here. This is black to play. Let's see how black responds in this position. Black is having 2 minutes 42 seconds on the clock, and over here we decide to eliminate this pawn. Let's see what he plays. We are having the 2 pawns toward the side, so we can try to develop a new queen by this, promoting to a new queen. Let's see what he plays over here. Black is having 2 minutes 29 seconds on the clock, and black is thinking. Black plays the rook to f5. Further we decide to play queen to e4. Rook can come over here, and that's the force mate threat. And here comes the checkmate. So guys, if you have any challenges, you can send me the challenges, and If you are enjoying the live stream, then you may like the live stream. Hmm. So here comes white to play, and we decide to play d4 on the board, and here comes c4. This is black turn. Black plays queen gambit decline, and we take the pawn. He takes back. We play knight c3. Further, we play the knight to f3, and we are removing the attack. Okay. So we place e3 on the board, defending the pawn. And this is black to play. Let's see how black responds. Black takes back. We take back over here. His turn. Let's see how he responds over here. So we play the bishop out. b5. This is black's turn. Let's see how black responds. Black plays the queen out. We play the knight to e5, attacking this knight that you all can see. So he plays a6, and we become quite aggressive by playing queen a4. If he takes, then we can take this. Look, that's why. Also, we are attacking the knight by tempo, with tempo also. He decides to take this, and we take this. Now we are attacking this bishop also at the same time. Let's see what he plays. We may try to take this pawn. Okay, he takes this. Well, so over here, the threat is coming. So we first castle, maintain the king safety. And then we can take this pawn. If black will take, then we can win this. Okay. So over here, we decide to take this pawn. We are attacking the queen. So this means black will take it. And if black will take, we will first eliminate this, giving check. And that is going to be aggressive. Let's see what black plays over here. Black is having 4 minutes 8 seconds on the clock, and let's see how black responds in this position. So black decides to play knight e2, giving check. We play the king h1. That's the forced variation. Actually, we can play king h1 only in this position. So forced. Let's see what he plays over here. Once again, he can either, okay, he defends the queen. We eliminate this. We are attacking this. Okay. Now let's see what he responds over here. So he takes bishop takes c7, and uh, we eliminate this king check. Bishop comes over here, and over here we decide. So in this position, we decide to take the knight to f3, taking the knight back, defending it, and further he decides to castle. We take the pawn. We are attacking this pawn. Further the knight. That's the main plan. Let's see what he responds over here. Black to play. Black is having 3 minutes 35 seconds on the clock. Let's see how he responds. He plays the bishop to b6, and further we take out the bishop. We take the bishop to e3, for we are just offering a bishop trade, like normal bishop trade. Let's see what he does. He takes, and we'll take back. And further comes the rook to b8, attacking the queen. So this is our turn. We decide to play the queen to e4. Let's see what he responds with. And what we can do is we can play the rook a to d1. Further we are attacking the queen. That can be the point. Let's see what he plays. Black is having 3 minutes 15 seconds on the clock. Let's see how black responds over here. So black is thinking for the response. Black plays the king f7. And I guess that is a mistake, because we can play the knight to g5, giving check. Rook is already present. Also we are attacking like this. So that's also an aggressive format. Let's see what black chooses. Black have two options, king over here or here. So if king comes over here, we'll try to play knight, giving check. So knight takes on it, giving check. Now let's see what black plays over here. Black plays king f7. Once again we give this check, and maybe he can take this back. Or okay, he chooses king g7, king g8 this time. We play king, queen x7, giving check. King comes to f8, that's the post variation. We play queen h8 check. King comes over here, we take this pawn, giving check. Black's turn, and black may take the king back. Let's see what he chooses to play. He plays king e8, and further we'll eliminate this. We are threatening the mate in 1. That's to be noticed. So he can play the queen over here for removing the checkmate threat. Or maybe black can resign. That's his choice. Let's see what he does. 2 minutes 30 seconds on the clock and black is thinking. Let's see how black responds in this position. So black is thinking for a while, and 2 minutes 20 seconds on the clock. Black's taking time, and let's see what he responds with. He can take the queen over here, attacking the pawn. So he plays knight g3 check. We eliminate this. Queen takes, and further that's the mate. So guys, if you want, you can send me the challenges. All the challenges are allowed. So here comes the challenge, and we accept this. He plays e4, we play e6, the French defense, and comes d4. We play d5, counter attacking towards the center. We play c5, the advanced variation on the board, and this is white's turn. White can play c3. He plays a3, we'll eliminate this pawn at the center. Queen takes it, and we play knight out, attacking this and this, both at the same time. So queen can come to e3. Yeah, queen comes to e3, and further we decide to play b6. For we can take out the bishop and can attack this. Okay, so this is b4, and we decide to play a5 for we are attacking this. Well, we eliminate this. He cannot, or he can eliminate that. If he will eliminate, then we can take from the knight. Well, so first we trade off the rooks, and he takes back, and then we take this from the bishop. Give him check. Let's see what he responds with. It is his turn. Let's see how he responds in this position. He can play c3. Okay, he chooses bishop c3. We'll try to eliminate this, and knight can. Okay, queen takes. We take the bishop to d7, adding the defender to this. Chess territory. If you want, you can play against me. Just send me the challenges. That's all you have to do, and we'll continue playing with each other. Here we play queen c8. We are defending this. Let's see what white plays. We play knight to e7. We are defending this. Further, we decide to castle, maintaining the king's safety, and this is white to play. Let's see how white responds. White plays rook over here, and this is our turn. We choose to play the knight. Okay, so first we play rook d8. We are adding the defender to this. Let's see what white responds over here. So white is thinking over here, and white takes the bishop d3. Further, we play the knight to a5. We are offering a queen trade. Let's see what white does. Maybe white can. Okay, white does not decide to trade it because he is already in down position. We play knight c4, and this is the response. Queen over here. We play knight to g6 just for this threat. Maybe he can accept this. Let's see what he does. This is white's turn. Let's see how white responds in this position. And white is thinking. White is having 3 minutes 38 seconds on the clock. 3 minutes 30 seconds on the clock, and white is thinking over here. White decides to take this. We cannot take from the queen, otherwise our rook is gone, so we take back from the pawn. Let's see what he does over here. So white's turn. We can play x6 and can attack this. Okay, so rook takes. Rook comes over here, and we decide to play rook f8 for we are removing the threat. Let's see what he does. So knight comes to c3, and further we decide to play the bishop to c6. We are attacking this diagonal, the main motive. Let's see what he does over here. So 3 minutes 9 seconds on the clock. Let's see how white responds over here. Knight comes to x4, and we take it. White takes back, and further we choose to play e5. We may further play b4, attack this. That's the main plan. Let's see what he does over here. Okay, so this is 2 minutes 53 seconds on the clock for white. Let's see how white responds. White plays knight e4. We eliminate this, and he plays queen over here. We play the queen to a8. We are offering the trade of queens. Let's see what he does. This is white's turn. White plays queen d4, and first of all we play g6 for we are playing king g7, removing the threat. Let's see what he does over here. So white's turn. White is having 2 minutes 36 seconds on the clock, And let's see how white responds in this position. White plays queen d7 attacking this pawn. We further play queen a4. We are attacking this pawn. Let's see what it does. So 2 minutes 20 seconds on the clock, and white is thinking over here. White may try to defend this pawn by playing the queen. Okay, he chooses c3, and further we decide to play queen to c2. We are attacking this. We are allowing white to take this, and we may further take this pawn. He plays queen d4, and now this is our turn. We further decide to play the queen to b3, defending the pawn. Let's see what he does over here. 2 minutes on the clock for white, and white plays x4. We play the move x5, means we are also creating some side moves like white is doing. So white's turn, 1 minute 50 seconds on the clock, and white is thinking for the while. Let's see how white responds. White plays f3, and we decide to play the rook to a8, or we can play the rook over here, queen over here. He chooses g4. Okay, we take this, and white's turn. White decides to take back. We play rook to a2. We may further play queen over here and threaten the mate. Let's see what he does. 1 minute 40 seconds on the clock for white, and white is thinking over here. White plays x5. We play queen over here, threatening the mate in just one move. Let's see what he does over here. So white is thinking, and white plays queen d8 check. We play king g7. Let's see what he does over here. Uh, hmm. The game appears to be draw. So we play king x7. He may also play this. I mean, your opponent missed. Okay. So king comes to h6. If we take, we can take back like this. Alright, so I also accept that it can be a draw, but let's see what it does. He takes like this. Okay, we g5. Not very nice response. Let's see what he does. He plays queen f6 check. We play king x7. Rook comes, and that's the post mate. Alright. So guys, if you want, you can send me challenges. All the challenges are allowed. Any challenges? So any challenges? If you want, you can send me challenges. No? Yeah. So here we accept the challenge, and the challenge comes. So guys, if you want, you can send me challenges. All the challenges are allowed. So here we begin with the game as black, and further he plays e4. We play the move c6, beginning with the Kakan defense. Let's see what he plays. We begin with the game playing d5, counter attacking towards the center, and he decides to take it. We further take the pawn. Let's see what he does. He plays bishop d3. We play the knight to f6. Let's see what it is. He plays x3. We play the knight out to c6, attacking towards the pawn. and we place e6 on the board. Further, we take the bishop out to d6. We decide to castle, maintaining the king's safety. And the bishop comes to g5, we play x6, we are attacking the bishop. Bishop comes to x4, and we take the bishop over here for adding the supporter to the knight. Let's see what he does over here. He plays rook to e1, we play the knight back, and we can accept for the trade, and he further takes the bishop, accepting the trade. 3 minutes 5 seconds on the clock, and he plays knight b to d2, we play knight f6. Let's see what he does over here. This is white to play, and white plays knight e5, we take the pawn, knight. White takes back from the rook, we play knight d7, attacking this rook. He plays rook f5, and not a very nice response. We play knight f6. He may take this rook back. Yeah, and that's what he does. Okay, so we play a6. And further we decide to play b5. Here comes the move queen to g3. Here we begin with rook to d8. Bishop comes to b7. He may decide to play knight over here, attacking this bishop. Let's see what he does over here. 2 minutes 58 seconds on the clock, and white is thinking for the while. White decides to play rook a to e1, and here we decide to take the knight back, attacking this. Let's see what he does over here. He chooses to play rook x5. Further, we decide to take the knight back over here, attacking this. He decides to take the pawn, and we play king f8. He can play rook over here. Knight comes to g8, bishop coming over here, and f6. He eliminates the knight. We play king f7, and here comes the mate. Alright, so guys, if you have any challenges, you may send me the challenges, and we may continue playing with each other. We decide to open the game with e4, begins with the Scandinavian defense. We play c4, attacking this, and further we play d4. Knight comes out to c3, and this is our position. We play knight f3. Black to play. Let's see how black responds in this position. Black plays bishop e7, we play bishop e2, and this is his turn. Let's see what he does. He decides to castle, maintain the king's safety. We also decide to castle. He plays knight b to d7, we play bishop e3, and this is black's turn. Black is thinking for a while. Black plays c6, we play queen c2. Let's see what he does over here. He plays g6, we play rook to d1. For we are opening this file like this. Let's see what he does. He plays knight x5, and further we take the bishop over here for attack like this. He plays knight back, we play the knight to e4. Let's see what he does. 4 minutes 40 seconds on the clock for black, and black is thinking over here. Let's see what he does. Okay, so he plays knight f6, and over here we decide to take this. Let's see what he does. He can take back from the bishop. That's the main response. He takes back from the bishop. We play knight e5. If we will take back, and the rook will be attacking the queen. That's the plan of playing knight to e5. Knight e5, knight at the center. That is also most important. We play f4. If we will take, we can take back from this pawn. Let's see what he does over here. Black's turn. Black is having 4 minutes 22 seconds on the clock. Let's see what he does over here. He plays rook to d8, and over here we decide to play g4, for we can play g5 and can attack the bishop. Now this is his turn, black's turn, and black is thinking for a while. So if you are enjoying the live stream, you may like the live stream. 4 minutes 6 seconds on the clock for black, and let's see what he decides to play over here. 4 minutes on the clock. If we decide to play g5 attacking the bishop, then bishop can already eliminate this knight. Okay, he chooses to play knight behind, and we play g5, we are attacking this. He may take this, or maybe some. Okay, he choose to take the bishop back. We'll decide to eliminate this. And this is black to play. Black can take back from the knight. We play the move x4, for we may play x5 and can create an open diagonal for the queen, attacking towards the king. We play knight, bishop g4. The knight can take this pawn. He choose to play knight e3. He can eliminate this. He decide to eliminate the bishop. We take this. 3 minutes 35 seconds on the clock, and this is black to play. Let's see how black responds over here. Over here comes the response, c5, and over here we decide to play the knight to h6, giving check. Let's see what he does over here. This is black to play. Let's see how black responds in this position. And black can decide to play the king to, okay, he plays king f8. We play d5. The main motive is to play queen c3 and then this. That's the plain plan. Let's see what he does over here. This is black to play. Black decides to take the pawn, and we further take this pawn. Now he may try to play queen over here, putting pressure towards this pawn. Well, let's see what he does over here. This is black's turn, and black is thinking for a while. Black decides to play queen d6. We decide to play queen to c3 for this threat. If he takes the pawn, we'll further play this, giving check. King may come to e7. And that is the variation that I'm analyzing right now. So he decides to take the pawn, and further we play queen h8 check. King comes over here. Let's see what he does over here. And now the rook is already attacking the queen. So first of all, we decide to play rook e1, giving check. King comes over here to defend the rook. That is possible, and he does. Over here we decide to take the pawn, for we can also eliminate this pawn and can create vulnerable position for black. Let's see what he does over here. 2 minutes 35 seconds on the clock, and black is thinking for a while. Let's see how black responds in this position. 2 minutes 27 seconds on the clock for black, and black is thinking over here. Black decides to play b6 on the board, and further we decide to play knight takes on f7. The main motive is we are defending this pawn also, and at the same time we are attacking the rook. We may remove the knight, giving a discovered attack. Knight takes on f7. Let's see what he does. He is having 2 minutes 10 seconds on the clock, and he is thinking for a while. He takes the queen to g3, giving check. We play king x1. He may decide to play queen x3 check. So maybe he can try to create a draw like this by 3-4 repetition. So we decide to play king g1. Once again this. Let's see what he does. He may play the queen to g3 check. We will be forced to play king f1, and this once again. So I can see the draw coming by 3-4 repetition. Okay, he choose bishop a6. So we play rook e2. At least we are giving up the rook, for I don't want this game to be a draw. He may play queen over here, giving check, and we will give up the rook like that. Let's see what he does over here. He plays queen f3 check. We play king g1. We are giving up the free rook to take it. Let's see what he does over here. This is white's turn. Black's turn. Black takes it, and now we play the knight e5 check. The queen is under attack, and this is also the check by a double check. It is double check, and at the same time we are going to win the queen. So this is an easy win. Black lost the post variation to draw. That could be an easy way, but he did not draw, and ultimately he is going to lose the queen. There is a knight check and the queen check, both at the same time. So over here we decide to take this queen. We eliminate the queen. Let's see what black does over here. Black takes back from the bishop, we eliminate the pawn, and we are attacking the king. He plays king takes d5 check, we play bishop, queen f5 giving check, we are attacking the bishop. So that's going to be a easy way. Let's see what he does over here. He decides to play king c4, we takes the queen takes f3, and this is black's turn. Let's see how black responds in this position. Black plays rook f8, we play the rook c1, and we are attacking the king. Let's see what he does. He plays the king to b5, and we further play the queen to b3, giving check. King may go any of the highlighted squares. He plays king a6. Over here we decide to play rook c4, for we are playing rook a4 check and attacking the king. And further, if the king will go there, then we can play the queen over here and can further attack it. Well, we play the rook to a4 giving check. Let's see what he does over here. King comes over here, and further we play the rook to c4 for this free pawn. And yes, that's a free pawn due to this. Rook comes to e1 giving check, so maybe he's trying to make some way. We play king g2, he can play rook f1 for trying to double attack towards my king. Let's see what he does. We both are having low time. I am having 49 seconds and he is having exact 48 seconds on the clock. Let's see. He plays rook f2 f1, and further this is our turn. We decide to take this pawn. Now he might once again try to create a lot of checks. We play king f3. He may try to give up another check. We play king g4, and we are making a way to king h5 that is going to secure our king position. This is 35 seconds on the clock for black, and black is thinking. Exact 30 seconds on the clock for black, and black is thinking for a while. Black plays the rook e4 check, we play king h5, and this time no more checks are possible except for rook sacrifice, and that's going to be okay. He plays rook f8, and finally we play queen d5. We are winning this rook, so ultimately it is easy for us to win the game. 19 seconds on the clock for black. We eliminate this. He can eliminate our rook, and over here we decide to play the queen a4 giving check. King may come to any of the highlighted squares. He plays king b6. We decide to play b4. He can play the rook over here giving check. That can be possible. Well, over here we play queen a5 giving check. The black king attack check, and over here we play queen c5, attacking the rook, attacking the pawn, both at the same time. So the rook can come over here depending. Ultimately he plays rook h8 giving check, and this time we are having 19 seconds. Black is having 3 seconds. We decide to eliminate this rook, and we further push the pawn forward. And further we are pushing the queen. Actually he could have also tried to eliminate the queen. Alright, so let's see. If you want any challenges, you can send me the challenges. He decided to play the third opening, that is f4, and we decide to play e5. We are allowing him to take this. We allow him to take another pawn, and this time he takes it. Here is a trap also in this position. So knight comes to f3. We take the queen out to f6. Let's see what he does over here. So he chooses to play d5, and further we decide to play the knight to x6. Let's see what he does over here. He is thinking for a while, and he plays e4. We decide to play the bishop back to e7 for defending it, and here comes the move e5. We play the queen to c6. Let's see what he does over here. He plays c3. We decide to castle, maintain the king safety. Let's see what he does over here. He plays bishop e2. We place the bishop out to g4, attacking this knight. And further we decide to eliminate this. He will also eliminate. And further we play queen e6. We are allowing this threat, so ultimately we are going to lose the rook also. Here we play knight d7, and at last we are losing the rook also. And we eliminate this bishop. He eliminates our knight, and we also eliminate this back. Let's see what he does. He plays the queen to c1. We accept the queen trade. And over here we play f6, attacking this pawn. He decide to take it. We also decide to take it back. Let's see what he does over here. So over here, this is white to play, and he plays knight d2. We play bishop to g5. We decide to eliminate this knight. This is white to play. White takes back, and we play the knight f6. And we play the rook to d8. Let's see what he does over here. We play c5. We are attacking towards the center pawn. He takes it back. We play the knight to d5. And we may try playing rook over here. He cannot play this. Okay. So this is the response. And we decide to play king f7. If we try to double up, then we can play king over here. He plays c4. We play the knight over here. We are also attacking the rook. And 3 minutes 56 seconds on the clock. He is thinking for a while. This is white to play. 3 minutes 47 seconds on the clock. 3 minutes 40 seconds on the clock, and he decides to play the rook over here. We eliminate this. Let's see what he does. He decides to take it. We play the king f6. He plays c6. We play knight e6. He can begin with the move rook over here and can try to push the pawn. 3 minutes 30 seconds on the clock. Okay, so he chooses rook d6, and that's the forced variation. We play king e7. He can sacrifice the rook. Okay, he plays rook d7. We play king e8. He cannot push the pawn, otherwise we will break this. Well, over here, so this is a lost position, and here we decide to resign.